The question I have for this Dibia who was lambasting Jik is this. Why couldn't you give Jik like 5 million naira or 10 million naira? See an OG got face here this case. Or when you put a Jik now you stay clear. Your brain, that's your Ekuke brain, Ishoku Kondena Takasina Shrine again did not tell you. Nana chozu mada cho full blown ozu mada agara bo potanili makwa crime no dey na ekweri. Who told you nebu achozu onya na the organs ga dey complete? Who told you? Who told you? Ijekwara kwa emakwa your left and right.
Ana Ndi Igbo ekene kwa mu no zo biko na oza ji ebe keta bụ ozi dị mkpu na mana ihe na-akpọtụ n'efere mbụ ụwa kemgbe mbosi ụka abalị na-abụgala aga bụ na ka bitere ya la Eze Obi na Ọgajike na-eme couple with the fact na Eze Obi na-achọ idupụta Ọgajike chịpụta Ọgajike ọkpọkpa n'ama ya na afọ ya bụ ọjọọ chọọ chịpụta aga ya his only game bụ na ka ihe si mee ha ka esi mee you want to teach people lesson whereby na ndị ma na your file dị n'aka ha na ha na-achọ the way save ya wike ka ịdọpụta go ọkpa ezi save ịchọchọ onye ihe eji dupụta ka ewere m example ọgbụlụ Jik. What I expected these guys bụ ka ha support wa Jik o ha gwa ya si ya nna biko dododo Ọgajike Jiko ka ị mara ka gị na ndị ahụ esi wee mee ọ kalịa ịkpọ anyị ka anyị bata na ya okwu mana mba ị chọrọ ka ị bịa lụrụ Jik ka ị bịa dupụta Jik ọkpa n'ama ka ụwa chi ya ọchị. Mana anyway, asụka m ka unu soro m na-ekene ya bụ vidio ka unu nụ face to face gọvanọ eziokwu gwara Eze Obi okwu na anyị na-anachi ya azụ ọzọ n'efere mba ụwa anụnwa. Biko nenenu vidio anụnwa ka unu nụ from gọvanọ eziokwu ihe ya na Eze Obi na-eje maka na okwu a ọgwụ ọjọọ ọ gwara Ọgajike na anyị na-anachi ya azụ ọzọ.
Happy Sunday to you, everyone. This is Governor Ezioku, the Shanamite, People's Governor. Good morning to you. If you're here, kindly join me live. I am here this morning. I am here. I am here. If you're there, kindly say good morning, that I may know you are here. My name is Governor Ezioku, the Shanamite, the People's Governor. When I say the Shanamite, I don't mean myself. So I need you to understand this. Each time you hear me say the Shanamite, I am not talking about myself. I am calling he who sent me, the Shanamite that lives amongst the angels. Good morning. I have to come here because I learned many native doctors. They are always on this page. Either learning, monitoring, or otherwise. All right, let me come to this. I saw where a native doctor said that Jik was accused of selling human parts, and I learned he was urging Jik to take action by going to the police or going to court. Governor Ezioku is saying that that is a very golden advice. This advice will help Jik. Good morning, everyone. This very advice, or that very advice, will help Jik to maybe get it right or fall into the trap ahead of him. All right. Igbo song. For those who does not understand Igbo, I will be adding broken so that Facebook don't pull down this video. Every one woman, the woman Norudi, Nobosi, I believe you've heard the story. And the woman Wonyo Baro, the woman Agabo Putozi Anini. At night, and deposited the corpse to a shrine. And Jik was there. It was Jik who telecasted it. His voices, the things he was saying, all was recorded, and we have them in our own position. Now, after some time, the woman's younger sister came to Zion Ministries and laid official complaint. And the matter is being taken up to the highest authority. And we made bold to call Jik name, because it was through him. Before you get to your village, there is a junction you will stop before you get to your village. So if we are looking for these people, it is Jik who knows them. The people who bears custody of this woman, Ozia. By the time we get to Jik Junction, from Jik Junction, we'll get to the other junction we are going. That's the way life is. And I saw where a native doctor from Asaba made a video and said to Jake, na mmadụ mere accused ni na-erepa ase mmadụ ịgba nkịtị na ịkaji oyibo ịkaji nke ịkaji nka. I made bold again on live camera to say no onye na-akọ eri ọ na-akọ out of sense and out of point. O were amamihe. How do you know a small child? A small child, somebody, when he has little money or biscuit in his custody, he don't make a noise. That's another way to grade children. I came here because I have learned that he watches this video, and even as I am live now, he will be here watching. So after we made a video, made a post, Jik saw the danger behind that, and Jik made videos on his own page. Do I say it's an apology, or do I say he was making an indirect statement? And he was mentioning that he took me from what I sensed there as his own brother, as his own oga, as his own boss. That was an avenue, and that was a signal for mercy. And a lot of people has called me saying, Raponujik, we are deliberating on that because I am not the only one in this. My availability is not foolishness. And after Jik made that video, a native doctor was telling Jik, that video was not the first video Ozuma the Jik in a telecast. If you don't know, since go close to Ndejetra, they will explain to you. Why I like our lawyers is very simple. The lawyers we have here, a very good number of them will tell you, made the trouble. Yeah, Mary, at the end of the day, you will lose and go to jail. So that's why before you do certain things, you as an individual, you will check very, very well, because you are not the judge. You are not the police to carry out investigations. You are not. You can't be. And to every step and inch you make, we are aware. Now, the essence of making this video is very simple. Don't send Jik. Use your own hand and money in Abamba sins. But God prepared people and kept them on the silent. I saw where somebody was making a comment yesterday. It says that Governor Ezoku, silent achiever. The guy was quoting, the person, or I think a lady, she was quoting some people to come and see how we discharge duties. Everything Abu Charun on social media. One point I want to make to you now. Did you know that as at yesterday, we succeeded? We, members of the Shanamite WhatsApp group, we succeeded in recovering a total of 4 million naira. Ego mado. Ejiri keji sorry amoto na US and they got hefo. They got an argument. I called the person. I made a video. The man pleaded. I don't know what happened. The village went down on my page. And I spoke to this man. Some friends intervened. I asked him, opening social media. And I hit to it. We spoke silently on the secret. This man agreed. And the total of 4 million naira, this Governor Zoku you see here, recovered the total of 4 million naira. As at yesterday, ask members of our WhatsApp group. Did you see me post him anywhere? Did you see me post evidence of his transaction in the social media? Because people will see his name and his business will be affected. So far, he was calm. I listened to him. That is me for you, because Arab Pugodi 4 million Jemewe trouble. Kebonya Yesi recovers here. It may take time. While problems or Ejega unsolved will still be there. He recovered his money. You didn't see me boost or make noise about it. I kept silent because I was not the only one. Members of our WhatsApp group, they are all strong and great. I respect them so much. The 3 WhatsApp groups we have, you see those at Shanamite Court of Justice, they have my compliments. We did. We have recovered monies that we cannot even tell you on the social media here. We cannot tell you. Sons of the Shanamites that lives amongst the angels. We did. What are we doing? We are saving Igbos. We are saving people. We are helping them. Do you know the joy in the mind of this man in India yesterday? Do you know how happy he was? How happy he is right away? We did. Do you know the way I passed my own judgment? Do you know why? This man who paid this 4 million naira, I could not do anything in simple. Maybe he's watching, he doesn't know this one. There is a man in Lagos, in Agwo. This man do on a wheelchair over a spinal cord issue. He's a businessman. Ndi Igbo. The man has a problem. Now, on a spinal cord center in Agwo in Lagos. So this man I bought 4 million naira. The man in this hospital, na phone, where no lay condition here. Onya remote asiana, okay, I'll get DM mother to come and verify. When they got there, they shed tears. They showed him on camera. He was touched. He gifted this man 600,000 naira. Even if Mowane fought, I needs to do everything that we may show this man's image in mercy. For the sake of this person, he was able to bless with 600,000 naira. No worry, I already modumo na wichia. Ojia mewe business. Chai, this guy called me from there. Kawaram. Are you listening to me? He explained to me na kepani otiageji noro apowonya afojo ne home. He showed me evidence, and I know this guy do more than that wheelchair for a long time. Oh, I was touched. Series of complaints against this man who paid 4 million naira. But because of this person who showed a mercy of 600,000 naira, he didn't give me. I don't ask him for money. Even to some extent, he invited me to his place anytime he's around. And he has plans to gift me something, but I will not go. I will not go. I will not accept anything. I won't. But for the sake of somebody, he gave 600,000 naira somewhere, his image. And I spoke to members of our WhatsApp group, where we have over 300 and something members. One group. We are not even talking about Telegram or the other groups. I spoke to everybody never to post this, never to talk about him. Let him be. For the sake of Onyo Shore mercy. The Bible says, and David said, is there anyone left in the house of Jonathan that I may show him mercy? For Jonathan's sake. For the sake of Onyo 600, Governor Zoku washes his hands off. The case of 700,000 naira, Governor Zoku says, since this man has paid 400, Oga, endure the other 300. You went there first. This is my judgment. I didn't ask him for kobo. I didn't ask him for any percentage whatsoever. This man, you see. Dibia, imemunia. Dibia, egabatali ugo 4 million naira. You have to pay a percentage of 400,000. Governor Zokwan and the Shanamites does this wholeheartedly. We can never tell you Siginyani in Kedio Timemunia. And Atukwebu nature. The question I have for this Dibia who was lambasting Jik is this: why couldn't you give Jik like 5 million naira or 10 million naira? See an Ojiaga face here this case. Or when you put a Jik now, you stay clear. Your brain, that's your Ekuke brain, Ishoku Kondena Takasina Shrine again, did not tell you. Nana chose mother, cho full blown Ozum mother, I got a bopotanili, Makwa crime with the Hene query. Who told you Nebu Achozonia and the organs got they complete? Who told you? Who told you? It's a crack war in your left and right. You look at them on the camera, they look like human beings, they dress very, very well, they live in good houses, they use good cars. But trust me, follow them down to their brain. What do you know, Anisi? That's why I always make this parable. I say it to my cousins. I say it to some friends who felt that they have money and money is everything, they can insult or do anything to anybody they like. Some people, they so Iberibe. Turn here to English. Turn this side to English. I mean stupid. To some extent that the only thing they have in this life is money. No knowledge, no thinking, no future, no ability to reason. They cannot comprehend anything at all. But they have money. In the local language of Nigeria here, we call them money misroad. Tell me, if that woman that was harvested out of the grave will blow your sister, give me assurance that you will keep quiet for 24 hours or 48 hours since Ibonya Risha Derogemma. In a query, a kaje putonya. Obru governezo kuki denye example, Ibu toy. Spiritually, Ibu Gogole, how many lions have you killed? How many elephants have you killed? How many dogs have you killed? I saw where he made a video and he said that Obru Mogwe Aro Holy Oro. You use Oyibo or government or anyhow. That video has been downloaded. Those are also contradictions. And Nigerians will go to such very page and be praising such person. If there are people who can be afraid of you, it is not Governor Ezioku. Go and write it somewhere. You know one thing with me. Try me this thing and see. Serve me police invitation. Just second police now had the police invitation. They kill this guy. KG Anwaya. More. Once I verify all the authentic, I will come. Governor Zoku Gabia there. With my head I swear I will come. To show you na dema to egu. I am not the only thing na to egu. I don't want to be a victim of my stupidity. That's the only thing I fear. That's why I must think. That's why I must calculate. That is why I must plan. So Ghana Ozum Madonala, you couldn't say anything. The next thing hat honorable that Nasin and the Okijanere Ozum Mad Anom Mad. Governor Zokwa foolish, he may insult the whole Okija. It is not possible, God forbid. Because I came from a town. It is only a fool that will accuse Ndi Okija as a whole. There are good people I know from Okija. I'm personally. So it will be very foolish of me to say that Ndi Okija ne repa same mother. No, individuals were mentioned on that my video, and let those individuals go to anywhere. I challenge them, they should go to anywhere. You give them 10 million, give them support, then I will ask them, how did you get it? Those who see when I custody, how did you get it? In a query, in a cut of point. I thought you have sense. Because there's an opportunity for you to escape from him. You want to paint your name, you want to turn your name to gold again before the people. You are bitter because emechigo kite. And let me tell you, with my life, I swear the people's eyes will be opened. In the secret, I activate every strength needed. I just on all of them and leave them on. Keep mess here up. Actually, you, they involve, be involved so that Nigerians, if there are people at my back, that time their face will show. Then if there are people supporting you, need support to get somebody going to harvest crops, Nimili, Ozumanyi, see Obodozo, see from another family, Anoboda, this woman, did she do bad thing to get married to this place? What's our offense? Ije Bozia, and that's what you are supporting. Nanye Kuloku, Makani Bonye, is your head 50? Nika Igetimu governors yoku here. Ewapo fraud, Kamegeji. Ewapo fraud, irreversible or carry amua. It is more comfortable than governors yoku. Because many of you no go for no go see on a camera. You buy a new car, Facebook must see it. That's your way of adverts. Manabia run so and check values. Some of us will eat too egu. Because even in your conscience, you'll be asking yourself, how did these people go this far genuinely? That's one thing I always tell my younger brothers. Don't envy anybody because Donya Humbaga speed more than you. You don't know what that person does in the secret. You that is genuine, appreciate God and celebrate him. Because you have no debt to pay. And a query. You are in support that a woman's corpse was removed from the grave. If that is your sister, will you keep quiet? Will you keep your traditional rulers, will they keep quiet? Can they ever tolerate such thing? And the younger sister cried to Zion Ministries, and this was how all of us came up together. I will be the last idiot to show you my backings. Number one, my backings comes from the Shanamite that lives amongst the angels. Where is conscience in Igbo land? Where is truth? Where is Ezoku? People have been paid. Some of them, did you know? Let me shock you. Did you know that 2 or 3 native doctors, about 4 or 5 of them in fact, they gathered and they are paying somebody in Ethiopia salary to attack Governor Ezoku on the social media? And I smiled. One place I kept for this young man is Imran Ibu Dike, Imran Ibu Dogu. If you're a strong man, you stand to defend your land. Come back from Ethiopia, come to Nigeria. No 1 week and show 2 or 3 of your location. If you are not caged from the airport, Mata. I am not a member of the Zion Ministries. I am not. But I know there's a charge against you. Established already waiting for you. If you be a man near Nigeria, I can buy you flight ticket near here. Dibia will pay you salary. The same way Haji deceive Ojik. Now Hana Bozijik Wanza. Is this the way they will defend that boy after using him? After using him. After using him. A very shocking story I need to tell all of you now. Brothers, I saw a comment. Somebody said that our government should come in. At the appropriate time, somebody must raise alarm now. Somebody must raise alarm. This thing they are GMA content. Here to support him or to show your arrogancy on camera. Yeah, arrogancy. Okoko arrogancy without sense or brain. That video is against you. That video you made is against you. It's an evidence against you. My dad will always say, imagine to the concombilities. Just imagine. People talk, they don't reason like human being. Your daughter, account. You send your children to school. You didn't want to go in school. As a father, so you will be father. Tell me, my somebody didn't want to go, will you be happy? The same way you take, the same way you can wake from sleep. True fathers, once their wives are tired, they go into the kitchen to cook indomie for their children. You know why? You are not doing it because your wife does not have respect for you. You are doing it for the sake of love you have. I have a son whom I don't toy with. Whatever anybody tells me in life to do that I say no, hence it comes out from the mouth of my little son, I will hear him. You know why? You know why? The love of a father. Igenyeli nwa gị nwaanyị ka nwoke lụọ ya, nwoke alụọ ya, eruo di a asị na ọ nwụrụ anwụ elie ya, ịbịakwa na-ebe akwa after 2 or 3 weeks eji nie ya, agabọpụta ozu nwa gị n'ini buru ya gawa na shrine without consulting you, without consulting your male children, without consulting your own family. All of a sudden they fear on the internet. You will spare those people. Is that what you are telling me? You will spare them, you a cookie. That JPAC only talked about you. You mobilized. KJMA arrest. Oburu mother. Then this one, we are talking about human life. Ndomado. There will be thorough investigation. Thorough investigation. Me able this woman. You didn't tell us here, Buria. You didn't tell us our offense. Next thing we saw was Oziana Shrine. So, enwetonye moto burozu ahebu. Obiasi anyi ne amaro. Ne amaro ihe anako. But you used your own keke boss. So enwetonye ji camera telecast ya. Ogwa gi nwa na ozu nwa gi na your own daughter idinyere di. Na kwa so video ki ana-eme na oba akpa onye ogba video isi onye ahụ lawa. Do you know what's called accomplice? Do you know what's called casemate? Do you know what it means to be a collaborator? Dibia Kwoku, listen to him. There is no, I have heard from some native doctors. I have heard from many since that day till now. Many who says mba, 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 mba. That even if such should be done, it would have been an agreement between the family of this woman and her husband's family. Even the king of the land is not aware of what's going on. And you are somewhere now query because you have data and you have a smartphone to come online and call area. What was the ladder that led to that? Was it not Nego's Rosum mother? And he did. He did. It gets to a point where your money does not have voice again. Yes, I know why I always bring you the truth. You know they are not happy. Customers are reducing. Things are going bad around them because we are saying the gospel truth. But guess what? We are not stopping anytime soon. You know when my popularity will increase? I'm waiting for that mugu. Yeah, but I told police around Governor Isiagu. That will be very, very awesome. And let it not be a small person. Let it not be a small person. Let it be a big person. That's what I'm waiting for. What will happen is not something I know I can say here. Until I commit such crime. If I did not commit such crime, in what power? You don't even have power at all. In about every time, a put on social media, a brag is a bronca. Where is your Arosina? Can't you send the Arosi to come and attack Governor Isiagu? You cook on a camera, which means the Arosi does not have power. You are now coming to the table of using the right source to take certain actions. I want to see a judge in Federal Republic of Nigeria. I want to see a lawyer. I want to see a governor, a senator, a federal house member, a doctor, a pilot, a businessman. They came begging. Everybody who comes to marry your child must be humble. Check their faces. So humility and not again. They will take your daughter to their own place. Your daughter, they stopped there. Ikuropa peace. You didn't go into other details. What happened? You accepted. And the next story you heard, Bugana Shrine. You see how foolish in that? For him to come out bold, maybe to fight for himself. You know what he's doing? He's trying to bring in Ndi Okija in. Nasin and Ndi Okija and Iran on mad. Nobody makes such statements. If you're from Okija, nobody makes such statements. Nobody. Anybody commit something individually will face it individually. Don't drag a people into what they don't know. Don't drag a people close to something they are even against. Because very many of them, they are against it. Even the information I got this morning is this. One Okoko Dibi and his boys went and told another Dibian, oh boss, that Governor Ezeoku is coming to arrest his brother, him and his brother, for showcasing cops. The Dibia called me and asked me, and I was surprised. I said to him, nothing like that, and by my word I stand. The day you offend me, my first. Except Mokwa Hokarane. No moves was made to condemn the act in the beginning. Then it was when Jik name was mentioned, because it is through Jik you get some people in Abajiaka. Because Jik has been mentioned, that was when you jumped out. In Jik's statement, viewers get a point here. On that video Jik made, where Jik was saying, nah, Governor Ezeoku sisi wapa afia here. Jik was speaking at the feet of mercy to Ndi Igbo, not me. That was why people sympathized with Jik and they were calling me. Because Serapu Jik. I swear, by the Shanamite, I swear, this morning and even yesterday night, I got calls from abroad, from everywhere. Na ine kajiki se kwoku, e mata na he's very sorry. And the response I gave to them is not something I will air here. Now, at Jik's statement, if you listen to him intelligently on his page, you will hear where Jik said that Nangwari akusi so shrine, ni akusigia. Namsia delete so video. The first day it was Jik who called me. I have all the records of his call, his chat. I will be screenshotting, reserving, Obru voice note, I'll be reserving them. Not to use it against him, but for these wolves around him. Jik, because Jik mentioned this particular shrine Irina. That was why, after watching it, you see how crooked people are. You see? So you nurture and support evil. Makanifugo no rute problem rute Jik. Jik may make certain confessional statements or your image will be affected. That's why you're running helter scatter. Did you call Jik on the phone to blame him for getting such thing on camera? Did you call the so-called chief priest who received a married woman's corpse into his shrine? If that chief priest in a phone or if a live video, did you say a word? You only came up to talk because Jik has mentioned that Nasia Kosegas to so shrine. That was when you came up. That was when you arrogantly came on camera. It be query. Listen, let me tell you, Pigeon. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Na Igbo, there are people that owns people in Igbo. There are people who has more money than you. There are people whom everything in does not worth their get lodge in their house. And yet they are not talking. Otahobo Ndi Dibia and Ndi Yahoo na Bogina Funeji Njage. That is the same way some people will call Governor Ezioku Shanamites. What do you want? Is there any way? Is there any contact you need? Is there anything you need? I started my family. We are just few. But extended family, we are not more than 50 or 100 persons. We are not more than that. But I tell you, out of these palms, we have more thousands of people that you can't even imagine. You don't know. The next, one day, one morning, this is prophetic. Prophetic slash. What the ears heard from a madman. Go and mark my word. That you are in Ethiopia, that you are in Germany, that you are anywhere in Akoiri. Be patient. There are rules, ways. Eshebulata madu from Ebono. Kwagodi Angadia, Messiah extradite to Nigeria. And let me tell you, those people in Ema accused in Akoiri against them went bad. So viewers, I will allow you for now because the network is bad. Please, go and make available good amount of money. Appear in person with Jik. Jik was begging you money. Could you solve all his personal problems? Were you able to help him? Did you give him money? You avoided him. Chief advisor. If you don't give him 5 or 10 million naira to sue Governor Zoku, sue whomsoever, Bariba, upon where he is guilty, if you don't do it, then you are not a man. If you don't do it, a man need a part. Be man enough. You go today, tomorrow to take action. Let us see. You have demons na agbaso balioko. That one ejebog. You have iyejemo kanga. Eba ago. Those ones are not working. Inwuroka ogwu. Inwuroka wele. Ade esi onye nwere ibubo ngo. All those ones are now exhausted. Come before the law. Onobilie, keep deceiving people. Deceive when on them mother. Alright? We are waiting and we are watching. If you fail to take action, then they wouldn't work. Share this video to them. Tag them. Say how that they should take action. Okay? They should take action. In Abarikida Alabo, make somebody not come complain about you to Governor Ezioku. This guy bad mess, bag it up. If the time comes, I'll go rush you. I'm not there for too much talk. In a social media, or Bogologako. I understand. Chukwugo, Jason, I understand. In a Koiri, we behave like the Americans. We behave like the Russians and like the Israelites. Those whom before they say a word, they are close to you. They are close to you. The gods of our lands are with me. The authorities that be according to the natures of our ancestors, they are with me. They are bitter against you. You need to do for see youth. Okay, there. You're doing rubbish. All of them have no value. Let's challenge now. I don't like challenging people. But let me tell you this. I want to give you one poor person. Don't give him 1,000 naira. Don't give him even 2,000 or 5,000. Many ogu in 2 months. Then bring one person to me Bring like 4 or 5 persons. I will select one amongst them, be patient and intelligent. I'll teach him business. I'll start teaching him gas. Under 2 months, Oga go supply. Oga na be na depot. Na go ta gas. Na supply. Every day, oya free go anya. I say every day, oya free go anya. In 2 months, oya save Italy ego. Skin here you change it. This is practical. Warrior the highest okite. This challenge, don't make noise. If your okite is active, why are you not saying that you use government and all that? Ta, nobody's afraid of. Isi jike ta. Give me ta. Ta mission. Ta, hide your face. 10 years ago, who you be? 5 years ago, who you be? As a 5 years ago, you kuoku. Can you talk when men are talking? You kuoku. Can you chit at them? It also folio you did one format. Now rokasim them mad because they make was your noise up and down. May it be you. May my popularity come through you. The popularity, I will not use it for money. I will not use it to intimidate anybody. But I will use it. That will be another opportunity for me to open the eyes of people. The more, even I can reserve things I have not shown. That will be an avenue to showcase them, to explain them to our world. Viewers, listen to this. Let me say it. Although we are on it, but let me say it. There is a man, I can't bring him to camera. This man is based in the United States. So I'm very sorry for giving illustration with this. Your name withheld. Mpeya nwụrụ, eburozu mpeya. Omara ebozu mpeya de. Omara nde deposit rozu mpeya to shrine. Here grandmother and uncle si agwara na ebigara shrine. Grandmother ya nwụọ, eburozu this woman gawakwa to shrine. What happened? Kenden damage. The guy is begging. Tell me if it's something money can do. In fact, this man says, Oya nagwagi mwerego. He's blessed. In the US, Ndi Igbo, you count him. Man, this man does not come home. Onya ada here. Obi abia kusina Lagos. OGC Keruta Anambra State even there. He leaves the next minute. He has money to some extent that you can't even imagine, but he cannot build house in his own village. Egudi anime. Ozu mpaya, Ozu grandmother. What happened? Till today, no explanation. The day you will hear this matter, he got this surprise and shock. Think Ikrelo Ozu mpage, tarafufu, you find yourself in the US. Otagesa Togozu mpaya togati today. Brothers, if it's you, will you be happy? Between your mom, your dad, and your siblings, there must be somebody you love more. If this thing happened to that person you lost more, will you be happy? Ask your conscience question. If it happens to your daughter, will you take it? Will you tolerate it? Ask yourself these questions. Bring yourself to conscience. Forget about, I know you need charm. I know you need money. But shift a bit out of these things and think like human being. Answers will come to you. God will reveal things to you. Your senses will be activated and they will start working in you. Reason like human being. With that sense of humility. My name is Mr. Governor Ezioku, the Shanamites. We are not submitting today. We are not surrendering tomorrow. We are not backing down next tomorrow. Anytime, any day, we are here. Tell them if they are looking for who to arrest, so that Oku see in a Dedibia, some of the fake ones amongst them exposed. Don't mention Udumri Wakalo. Don't mention J-Pack. Don't mention other people that are trying their best. Mention Governor Ezioku to them. So that others will be very active with their phone to do the job we must do for others. And if you arrest these people, arrest everybody they have given contacts. In case you want to arrest them, arrest everybody they have given contacts of defense. Go and arrest all the judges, so arrest all the police, so that will open their mouth and stick to the truth. Arrest all the senators at the same time, because if you fail, or you leak, Oyako. Spare no one when you want to take this action. But make sure you gather enough money. They deceive of people who tells you, hey, go ahead, go. At the end of the week, I have to check go. I'm on to 1 billion in a Zion ministry. They cannot contribute close to that. The Lord is by far richer than you. Happy Sunday, go to church. And at the same time, my Sunday message is always this. Dear pastor, stand in for the truth. It was that truth you hid that made them run back to shrines. Their consciences are highly offended. So many of them are angry with the Lord. They are bitter because of you. Those things you see shrine is because you did not stick to the truth and forget about money. If you had done that, you wouldn't have been seeing these things. And I was asking myself day before yesterday, is it Evangelist Bukobi only that comes out to support us in this kind of movement? There are other pastors. We are not asking you for money. Or God, there are senators that comes to your church. There are federal house members, commissioner of police. Many of them are Christians, even if they are Muslims. And you're a Muslim, you're watching us. The military, big boys, Talib, all of you have phone numbers. It's not for everybody. I am not because many of you are trying. Many of you are doing the needful. Many of you, as I always say, money is not the problem. Call somebody you know that knows somebody that will help us to scrape this paper. That's all I want. If then they go, I will be at the front. I know they tell you, I go there back. And Governor Zoku will have succeeded in, or God, we have built that people in conscience. Who without us, they will continue. Thank you. My name is Governor Zoku. Pastor, prophet. Forget money. Do the right thing. Speak the truth. The truth will set you free.
Aya keneko hanina na asibiko na yabi na necha video ayi kabakwa na subscribe wala ayi kabara na bela notification giki so line enwete notification bobo na actually video afo na film bowa biko nke kachazi mba webule biko share video and we share cha like ya nke tikwa no comment gị na comment section maka ihe no nya kita onye me ayeti ebe eziokwu no ke ya na afọ maka na ihe na-emekwa no bụ na eziokwu adịghọ n'ime aka anyị ada na biko no kaba na arụ na efolukwana na Facebook bụkwa na Igbo Channels TV ibekwana na YouTube Igbo Channels TV ọ ka bụkwa na ofu mmili ahụ bụ ihe na-asụ n'ite ka ọ dị n'ọzọ ụmụ Igbo.